And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet our 2018 Outstanding Retired Faculty Member, a former longtime professor in the Department of Accounting, Economics, and Finance, Dr. Pat Maddox.
I have known Dr. Maddox since my freshman year here at Angelo State University, which was in 1992. I might have already met him. My mother she worked on campus. She worked for the dean of what was the, professional studies at that time. And I'm sure I met him along the way, but didn't really get to know him until I took him for economics my freshman year.
Pat Maddox, of course, I've known him from the first day he started in the College of Business at Angelo State University. I was there. I remember Pat because he had such an interesting, dry sense of humor. So half the time you never knew, was he serious or was he just playing around with you? But the one thing I do vividly remember is his dedication to his students. He was very well respected by his students, and his classes were always fairly popular. You know, the students always wanted to be a part of his classes in the field he taught in.
He was a little bit of a joker, a dry sense of humor, but economics is a huge class. I'm a freshman, brand new to Angelo State, walking into this huge class, and Dr. Maddox had a way of making you feel like you were somebody special in that class of, over 50, 60 kids.
He could bring a lot of interesting stories to the classroom about that, and students tend to love those real-life stories in their field so that they can understand better what it really does entail. But he had a wonderful sense of humor, as I said, sometimes a little dry, but that made him very interesting to the students, and I think the students really did appreciate that.
Economics can be one of those classes that you either really, really like it or you're like, you just have to take it and you have to get through it. Dr. Maddox made supply and demand something really interesting. I mean, he made it fun. He was like tuning into your favorite TV show at night where you just can't wait to see what's happening next. I felt that way whenever I'd go to his class. I never wanted to miss.
He did demand a lot from his students, but that was only for their own good, of course, to make them a stronger potential accountant or economist. And I think the students appreciated that. And as I said a minute ago, one of the more interesting things about teaching is when you can bring those interesting pieces of your life together and show students, did you know that I really wanted to do this, before I became a teacher or a professor? And it kind of surprises them sometimes because they think you were just born that way.
He is so deserving of this recognition. He has done so much, not just for me personally as his student and then just as a friend through the years, but I know that he has impacted the lives of other Angelo State students and then those other students that he has served throughout the years as well. But he would never, receiving recognition is probably, I'm thrilled that he accepted it because it's something that I feel like maybe he would have been just fine maybe, letting somebody else have that honor instead. So I'm thrilled that he is accepting it.
I thought it was an honor well deserving of Pat. I think that it was a long time coming. He has been retired for a few years now, but it was certainly well deserved.
He's not going to let anything get him down, and his priority are the students that he serves. I'm kind of speaking for him. I don't know if this is true. I almost feel like him continuing to serve his students was a healing factor in that regard because that's something that gives him joy. And that was a way for him to battle what he was going through at that time.
The one single thing I think all of us in the department and in the college remembered about Pat is he was the college's great white hunter. He loved to hunt game, and he hunted game all over the place. But the interesting thing about that is that once a year, he would prepare all the game from the past season and he would bring it up to the College of Business for a tasting. So we all had game tasting at least once a year, whether you wanted to or not, by the way. But anyway, we tasted game all the way from, of course, venison to elk to javelina, and one time even bear. So you could smell, all of these wonderful flavors drifting throughout the building, and you knew, oh, it must be Pat Maddox hunting time, because he would always bring us up and have the faculty and staff taste all of the game from that season.
As I mentioned, my freshman year, I had Dr. Maddox for Economics 101. So when I look back at my college experience at Angelo State, he's really the first professor that comes to my mind as somebody that really made an impact on my life.
If I had one thing to say to him, I would say, Pat Maddox, congratulations to you, and we hope to see you come and visit us sometime in the Norris Vincent College of Business.
Congratulations to Dr. Pat Maddox, our 2018 Outstanding Retired Faculty Member. Please give Pat a warm round of applause as he makes his way to the podium.